Alright, I think we're live here. Welcome back to OT Sports, the second edition of OT Sports Live. Today we're going to be looking at the first round NBA series and how they ended up turning out. We kind of already, well, actually, we don't need to do that because we did our second round prediction. But so today we're just going to look at the second round and how the series have been going so far. I don't have Connor's not here today, but it's just me. Um, and yeah, we're just gonna look at how these series have been playing out so far. Yeah, we're gonna look at each game in the second round so far, and yeah, it should be pretty fun. That Twitter and the Discord are both in the description linked, and then just make sure you subscribe as always. And yeah, let's just hop right into it. So we don't need to look at this, so we're just gonna go right into game one of the second round. Suns versus Nuggets. The Nuggets did end up taking this one. They kind of just dominated that second quarter, as you can see, and it wasn't really close for any of this game. I mean, the first quarter was pretty close, but they kind of pulled away in the second half and kind of ran away with it. Jamal Murray, Jamal Murray, he had a really good game. Jokic has been great all series, 24 points, 19 rebounds. KD was good, Booker was good, but nothing too special here for them. Um, let's see, game one of the Heat versus Knicks series. The Heat took this one in Madison Square Garden. Jimmy Butler hasn't even been all too great this series, but they've just been kind of just putting all around team performances here against this Knicks in this series. This was a really close game. The Heat kind of controlled it for most of the way, but New York tried to make it close. They did make it pretty close. Yeah, RJ Barrett had a really good game. Oh yeah. I forgot Julius Randle didn't play this game also. So maybe with them this game's a different story. But yeah, he just had Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Gabe Vincent, Kyle Lowry with big contributions. Even Kevin Love, and they took game one. Philly did take game one as well with on the back of James Harden with a 45-point game. He's been really good. He's been really good in the playoffs this year. No Embiid this game, and they still won, and they were on the road. They took home court advantage from the Celtics right away in game one. Tatum had a really good game, but Harden just had a little bit of a better game, and the Sixers stole that one. Game two of Suns Nuggets, and the Nuggets won again. This time it was Jokic, 39 points, 16 rebounds. He's been phenomenal this series. Devin Booker with the 35-point game, but it just wasn't enough. And the Nuggets take a 2-0 lead. And at this point, I was thinking the Suns were done. I was not happy because they were my team I picked to win it all, and I thought they were done. But they end up the Suns. I mean, we'll talk about that later. But the Nuggets took a 2-0 lead. I was really impressed with how they started out the series. Heat versus Knicks. Game two, the Knicks did take this one. I believe, yeah, Julius Randle came back for this one. He was really good. You could tell they were missing him last game, and he came back. He came back with a big performance: 25 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. Jalen Brunson, good as always. R.J. Barrett with another pretty good game. And then on the Heat side, there was no Jimmy Butler this game. This was a really close game. And the fact that it was this close without Jimmy Butler just proves that this Heat team has been coming together as a team. They they barely lost to the Knicks without their best player, and they lost by 6. So that's pretty impressive to me. But this was a big win for the Knicks. You can't go down 0-2 with those first two games at home. You can't go down 0-2 going back to Miami. That's just tough. So this was a really big win for them. Game 1 of Lakers Warriors. This was a phenomenal game, super close game, back and forth. This was the Anthony Davis game, 30 points, 23 rebounds. He's been kind of off and on. He kind of has a good game and then a bad game. That's what he's been doing all playoffs. You'll see it in the next game. Looney with 23 rebounds, but it just wasn't enough. They had all their guys here that they give a lot of minutes to score, and nobody else, like you can see here, nobody else scored for them. So I mean that was a little tough, but the Lakers did end up taking home court advantage right away. This was a really big win. I thought the Warriors would win this. They tried. They tried. It was a really close game, and this was a great game for the Lakers. Game 2 of Sixers Celtics. The Celtics just blew them out here. I didn't really know what to say. It was just an all-around team performance. Tatum only had 7, and they won by 34. So a little interesting, I guess. Game 2 of Lakers Warriors. The Warriors blew them out. They couldn't afford going down 0-2 and going to LA. So this was kind of an all-around team performance. Klay Thompson had 30, Curry had 20, but I mean not like a super huge game for anyone. And then Anthony Davis with 11. You got to see more from him here in the playoffs. So yeah, the Warriors tie up the series. Game 3 of Boston versus Philly. Boston takes back home court advantage and takes game 3 here. It wasn't. They were kind of in control most of the game. Philly would get close, and Boston would go back up like 8 or something. Yeah, Embiid with a good game. You want to see a little more from Harden and Maxey. They've been great all postseason. And then looking at the Celtics, they played. This is actually crazy. They played 8 people this game, which I know a lot of teams do in the playoffs, but like look at this 8. This 8 is actually ridiculously deep. It's crazy to me. This team is so deep. Robert Williams, who's usually their starting center, had 16 minutes. So it's kind of just like, I mean, he usually their starting center. He had 4 points, and then Al Horford gets most of the minutes here in the playoffs, 17 points. It's really just crazy. This team is so deep, and it's really fun to watch. I mean, they have the 6th man of the year, so you know, there's something for you. So yeah, the Celtics took game 3. The Suns with a huge win in game 3. They could not afford going down 3-0. No team's ever come back from that. Jokic with 30, 17, and 17. Another insane game. And then you got Jamal Murray with 32. It still wasn't enough, though, because Kevin Durant and Devin Booker put up a masterclass. They including their assist, Devin Booker and Kevin Durant contributed to 88% of the Suns' points this game, which is actually crazy. I mean, you look at the box score, nobody else had over 10, and then you have Booker with 47 and KD with 39. And 9 rebounds too, 8 assists, and then with Booker you got 6 rebounds and 9 assists. It was just a crazy game. I've been waiting to see that from the Suns, and they looked really good game 3. And the fact that they only won by 7, I guess that you give props to Denver for that, but I don't know. They looked really good to me. This game was a blowout. The Heat were in control for the entire game. Jimmy Butler, 28. I mean, he's going to give you that almost every game. So Miami goes up 2-1. Game 3 of Lakers Warriors. The Lakers blew them out now. Back in LA. Things, I mean, I don't know. They won by 30. They looked really good in this. This is actually, how many people is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They had 14 people play this game in a playoff game, which is actually ridiculous. Anthony Davis with a really good game, and then you look at the Warriors. Nobody really came to play. Jordan Poole with 5. He's been disappointing all playoffs. And yeah, the Lakers blew him out here in Game 3 back in LA. I don't know, maybe that's going to be different for the Warriors. They're traditionally not a road team, so this game may have been the game of the playoffs. Game 4 of the Celtics and 76ers. This game was, I mean, you could see it went to overtime, so it was obviously a good game. But forgot who hit the somebody hit a tying shot in overtime, or not in overtime, in regulation. I'm sorry, I forgot who it was, but James Harden with 42 points. He hit a little floater to go up 1, and then Marcus Smart just a couple tenths of a second too late. He made the 3, but it was just a little bit too late. The buzzer went off before it left his hands, which is tough. I mean, but it's all in all, it's a better series now. I mean, it's a huge difference from 3-1 and 2-2. So yeah, but Harden 42, Embiid 34. They've been a really good duo. I mean, it's either, I mean, Devin Booker and KD also, but I was gonna say they've been the best duo all playoffs. But you also have to take in consideration that Kevin Durant and Devin Booker are on the same team, and you also have to take into consideration that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have both been super consistent. No like super huge performances, but like they, I mean, most of the time they're gonna give you 23 at least. At least both of them a game. Tatum with 18 rebounds. I actually didn't even know that. He was their leading rebounder, so I don't know. I don't know what that says, but 18 rebounds is pretty cool. But the Sixers take tie up the series, and they're gonna go back to Game 5 for Boston today. Should be a really good game. Game 4 of Nuggets Suns. The Suns win again. Now, it's crazy because Jokic had 53 points and he lost, and his team lost. But I mean, look at Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, both with 36-point games. Devin Booker with 12 assists, Kevin Durant with 11 rebounds. Kevin Durant with 6 assists, Devin Booker with 6 rebounds. I mean, they almost mirrored each other, except flipped the rebounds and assists. These two have been phenomenal in this series. They're really stepping up when they need them to, because this was a huge game and they won. It was close throughout. They did hold on to win, to tie up the series. And it's crazy because a couple days ago I was thinking the Suns are done. They were down 2-0. But now it seems like it's a whole different series with it tied 2-2, and the Suns have all the momentum. Jokic with 53, but it wasn't enough. I don't know what to say. He's been great all season, and in a recent video I kind of said he wasn't a playoff performer. I wasn't meaning it like that. I was more saying, like, I know he's good in the playoffs, but his teams aren't necessarily known for going far in the playoffs. Now, I know he made the Western Conference Finals not last year, but I think it might have been the year before that, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, you haven't seen him go super far in the playoffs all that often. I mean, he's made the Western Conference Finals once, which, I mean, that's pretty far, but that's kind of what more I was meaning. Not he specifically was not good in the playoffs, because, I mean, you can see he had 53 points. So I just kind of want to clarify that a little. So yeah, the Suns tie that series. Miami takes a 3-1 lead. They are running away with the series. 8-point win again, 109-101. Jalen Brunson has been playing his butt off. I don't know. I mean, I could say it, but alright, I'll just say it. Jalen Brunson has been playing his ass off in the entire playoffs. The Heat I mean, Jimmy Butler, he's gonna give you 25 or more every night. He hasn't been as like carrying carrying the team this series than he was in the Bucks series. I mean, he had like what 3 40-point games or something like that. He had a 57. Was it what was it? Was it 57? I don't know, something around there. So I mean, he's not gonna give you that, but 27 every single game is pretty. I mean, you can't complain about that. Um, and the Heat, yeah, I mean, they just held on. They just keep on winning by that like 6, 7, 8 point range. Now they're up 3-1, and honestly, I think they win the next game. But we're gonna talk about predictions after we recap this game. This game was crazy. The Warriors were in control for 3 quarters, maybe like 3.5 quarters. But you take a look at the Lakers side. Lonnie Walker is the story here. He had all 15 of his points in the fourth quarter. And it's like LeBron said in his post-game interview, the Lakers do not win this game without Lonnie Walker. So you have to give him props. The Lakers take a 3-1 lead on the defending champs, and I don't think LeBron blows this lead. I just don't. I'm sorry. He's never done it before in his career. It would be a cool story that Curry comes back from down 3-1 after LeBron did it to him. A little bit of a different scenario. It's not the finals. It's the second round, but still, I don't know. I just don't. I don't know if I can see them winning 3 in a row, especially because of how bad they are on the road. It is only one game they'll have to play on the road if they make it that far, but I don't know. I just don't. I just don't know if I see it. I don't know if I see them winning 3 in a row against LeBron. I don't know if he. I mean, really against LeBron and Anthony Davis, because he's been. I mean, he's probably been better than LeBron in the playoffs this season. I don't think that's a hot take to say. I think you look at his production. He's just been better this playoffs than LeBron has. That's no shot at LeBron or anything. I mean, he's still been great. It's LeBron, but I just think Anthony Davis has been better. So the Lakers um, take Game 4, going 2-0 at home here in the first little set of, yeah, no, it's like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, the Lakers get a huge win to go up 3-1. The Warriors, I mean, you got to win this game. You can't go down 3-1. You have to win this. Curry tried 31 points, 10 rebounds, 14 assists, a triple-double, but ultimately it wasn't enough, and the Lakers take a 3-1 lead. Now I want to make a little bit of a predictions really quick. I'm just going to go game by game. So game 5, this is 76ers Celtics today. I think the Celtics win this one at home. Suns Nuggets. I think the Suns win this one. I don't know. I feel like the momentum shift, and I keep doubting the Nuggets, but I'm gonna take the Suns here. I'm gonna take the Heat here. I think they end the series in 5 games. Lakers Warriors. I will take the Warriors to take a game here to make the series 3-2. So now the Celtics are up 3-2. The Suns are up 3-2. The Lakers are up 3-2. This is just in my predictions. Game 6, I think Harden and Embiid take over and they get a win here in Philly. So I think they tie the series 3-3 to force a Game 7. Nuggets Suns. I think the Suns close out the series in 6 games. I don't know if this. I mean, I realistically I could see the series going to 7. I wouldn't put it past. I mean, I could see the Nuggets winning in 7. Honestly, I'm gonna stick with my prediction though. I'm gonna take the Suns in 6. This game wouldn't be happening according to my predictions. And then Warriors Lakers. I'm sorry, but I think the Lakers win this one. They're at home. The Warriors aren't a good road team. And I just don't see them blowing a 3-1 lead. I don't see the Lakers blowing a 3-1 lead. So I think the Lakers win the series in 6. And then the only Game 7 we get is 76ers Celtics. I think the Celtics take this series. So yeah, that is going to be our little playoff second round recap as of that's gonna be our little playoff second round recap. As it stands right now, we recap each game, talk about some big moments, made our predictions for for everything. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and tuning in to the live. We're gonna have probably an MLB all around episode this week, maybe tomorrow, probably Thursday though. I don't think I have anything Thursday. I'm trying to think right now. I don't think so. So most likely Thursday, but it could be tomorrow also. But I would just check Thursday. It should be there by then. Um, and yeah, if you're new, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're enjoying, we do NBA and NFL, NHL very rarely, but MLB, college football, college basketball. Those are kind of our two big things here. They're kind of, the college sports aren't really on right now. College baseball is, but we don't. I'm not getting into that. That's just too many things. Um, and yeah, that Discord in the description. Same with the Twitter. I tweet a lot of things about sports. So you know, just just go follow that Twitter if you want to get more content from us. And the Discord, if you want to join that, maybe you can appear in the videos, and you can join it, and you don't have to appear in videos. I'm not gonna force you to, but if you want to, you always can. That's gonna be in the description as well. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys either tomorrow or Thursday with an MLB video. And yeah, subscribe to the channel, like the video if you enjoyed, and enjoy the rest of the second round of the NBA playoffs. It should be